All right, so what is the value of the fox? Again, with these types of lessons, I want you to try to pause the video and then to double check and see if your answer that you're getting is the same answer that I'm getting, because then that way you simulate what we did in class. Okay, so what is the value of the fox? Brittany and Hugh are playing video game. Throughout the game, you collect points and foxes, which get converted into points at the end of the game. Their final scores are shown below. So Brittany's got the 32 points and 3 foxes, and Hugh has 22 points and 1 fox. Okay, so question 1. Both players are tied. Write an equation that represents the situation. Use F to represent the value of the fox. So go ahead and pause your video and try to write an equation for this. Okay, so your equation you should have gotten is 32 plus 3F is equal to 22 plus F. All right, question 2. Do foxes have a positive or negative impact on your score? How do you know? So think about equations and how they work. They work like a balance or a scale. How do foxes both affect both of their scores? So go ahead and pause the video. All right, so we're back. So you should have got a negative impact, because Brittany has more points and more foxes, but that gets you to less points and less foxes. So really the only way that they could be equal is if foxes were negative points. Okay? How many points is a fox worth? Explain your reasoning. So go ahead and pause your video. So if I had 32 plus 3F is equal to 22 plus F minus F. So 32 plus 2F is equal to 22. Subtract both sides by 32. So 2F is equal to negative 10. Divide by 2. So F is equal to negative 5. That means that each fox is worth negative 5 points. Okay. Brittany and Hugh decide to play another game together as a tiebreaker halfway through the game that their scores are shown. We would say that foxes still represent negative 5 points. So in part A, who is winning at this point and by how much? So go ahead and pause your video. So what you should have gotten is that 6 plus 2 times negative 5 gives me negative 4. And then 8 plus 3 times negative 5 gives me a negative 7. So Brittany has a score of negative 4, and Hugh has a score of negative 7. So Brittany is winning by 3 points. Okay. Brittany unlocked a bonus room, which I guess you could write this out. Brittany is winning by 3 points. Okay, Brittany unlocked a bonus room where she could also earn mushrooms for points. The end of the game, she ends the game with a total of 18 points. Her scoreboard is shown. What is the value of a mushroom? Okay, so go ahead and pause your device. What is the score without mushrooms? How many points can she gain with the mushrooms? How much is each mushroom worth? Okay, let's go ahead and pause. All right, so now we're back. So without the mushrooms, she would have had 13 plus 3 times negative 5, which would give me negative 2. Okay, but she went from a score of negative 2 all the way to 18. So with the mushroom, so that is a 20-point increase. So negative 2 to 0 gives me 2, plus 18 would be a 20-point increase. So 20 points divided by 2 mushrooms means that each mushroom equals 10 points. And that's it for this lesson.